Someone used chocolate syrup for blood and changed the entire genre forever. That film is on this list. So is the $190 million production that almost never made it to cinemas. The Outbreak never starts the way you expect. One moment, everything is normal. The next, it is not. Every single film here is on Prime Video right now, and these are the 15 that hit hardest. Number 15, Zombieland, Double Tap.
What do you think? Zombie Kill of the Week?
Close, but no cigar. Zombie Kill of the Week went to Miss Cynthia Kabaka.
Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock have survived 10 years in the wasteland. They have rules, they have a routine. Then the undead evolve. New strains appear that are faster, harder to kill, and immune to everything that kept the original group alive. Made on a $42 million budget, it grossed $122 million worldwide and landed on Prime Video on January 1st, 2026. What makes Double Tap work is that it leans into the characters rather than topping the original's shock value. And a decade later, there is genuine warmth between them that was never there in the first film.
Zombieland.
We've experienced.
Number 14, Apocalypse Z, The Beginning of the End.
It is never going
A man in Spain, a city consumed by collapse. No car, no weapon, no plan, and a cat that refuses to be left behind. Director Carlos Theron strips away every genre trope except the most important one. What does one person actually do when the world ends outside their window? Based on Manel Lourero's best-selling 2007 Spanish novel, the film hit Prime Video's global top 10 when it landed.
Tell me the truth. Are we prisoners? Stop asking questions.
Number 13, The United States accidentally detonates an experimental weapon off the coast of Tasmania. 500,000 people are killed instantly. The survivors who were not caught in the blast start showing signs of life, but they are not the same. Daisy Ridley plays Ava, a woman who volunteers for a military body retrieval unit specifically to find her missing husband inside the quarantine zone. It premiered at South by Southwest in March 2025. The Risen here do not behave like anything you have seen before.
Nothing to fear.
Number 12, Cooties.
Remember that suiting up montage in every action film? This is that scene.
Are we ready?
Ready.
I'm gay.
Oh, I knew it.
Contaminated batch of processed chicken nuggets hits an elementary school cafeteria and the children start turning. The teachers are trapped inside with no way out and no help coming. Cooties stars Elijah Wood, Rainn Wilson, and Allison Pill and commits completely to the premise. The turned kids are genuinely threatening rather than played purely for laughs. The image of a horde of flesh-hungry children charging across a school playground is one of the more genuinely unsettling visuals in recent horror cinema. Number 11, Warm Bodies.
Come with me.
The collapse has happened. Most of humanity lives behind fortified walls, while the Walking Dead roam the ruined city outside. A reanimated named R, played by Nicholas Hoult, has no memory of who he was, collects vinyl records in an abandoned airport, and mumbles to himself because he cannot form sentences. Then he meets Julie and something starts changing. It sits completely apart from every other survival horror film on this list, and it works. Number 10, The Crazies. A small Iowa town called Ogden Marsh has its water supply contaminated by a crashed military plane carrying a biological weapon. The residents do not turn into the undead, they turn into something far worse. They retain their full physical capability while losing any ability to reason or show mercy. Timothy Oliphant plays the local sheriff, watching his town tear itself apart from the inside. Director Breck Eisner shot on location in Georgia, using the flat, open agricultural landscape to make escape feel genuinely impossible.
Figure it out?
Not Deidre or Nicholas. There was a gas can just sitting out front, and Bill, well, he was mowing the damn lawn.
Bill!
Number 9. The Girl with All the Gifts.
What am I? Hope.
That's what you are.
I just want to live. Everyone's that.
She loves you. The hell is this?
The world is falling apart. You can save people, Melanie.
Somewhere in England, a fungal plague has turned most of the population into fast-moving creatures called hungries. A small group of children who were born carrying the infection but retained their intelligence are being held at a military research facility. One of them, a girl named Melanie, is the most advanced case anyone has seen. Glenn Close plays the scientist who wants to dissect her. Gemma Arterton plays the teacher who believes there is another way. The film is based on M.R. Carey's 2014 novel. By the final act, you are no longer sure who the film wants you to root for.
You can save people, Melanie. You can save everybody. Oh my God.
What is your
Number 8. Night of the Living Dead.
George Romero.
Before this film existed, there was no undead genre, no fast runners, no slow shambling corpses, no rules about headshots, no survival group politics. The blood you see on screen is Bosco chocolate syrup drizzled over the cast because the film was shot in black and white and nobody cared what color it was. It grossed $30 million internationally. Every post-apocalyptic horror film you have ever watched, every reanimated horde, every outbreak collapse, every survival thriller exists because of this one. It is sitting on Prime Video right now.
Cooper, you gotta help me out!
And every road out
Don't stop no matter what happens.
is just another dead end.
They're coming right for us!
Number 7. Diary of the Dead.
There's an army of them.
From now on, everyone who dies is gonna come back.
I think it's time we left this place.
There's nobody in here. I don't see anything.
A group of film students are out in the woods shooting a horror film when news breaks that the dead are walking. Rather than stop filming, their director decides to document everything. Romero shot Diary of the Dead in 2007 as his direct response to the YouTube generation. The idea that in a real collapse, people would keep filming rather than put the camera down. The found footage format strips away every production safety net. You are watching people make increasingly bad decisions with a camera pointed at the consequences.
There is a dead guy walking around. Now let's go. Hey, run, Tracy!
All that's left is to record what's happening. What remains when it's...
Number 6. Overlord. The night before D-Day, a group of American paratroopers drops behind enemy lines in Normandy to destroy a Nazi radio tower. Private Ed Boyce is one of the only men who survives the jump. When he reaches the village, he finds that the Nazis have been conducting experiments in the church basement. Experiments that have produced reanimated soldiers that do not die and do not stop. Director Julius Avery made Overlord on a $38 million budget produced by J.J. Abrams. It is streaming on Prime Video right now with subscription and almost nobody knows it exists. Overlord takes the two most viscerally terrifying things in cinema history: World War II combat and undead horror. Number 5, 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
We've experienced and survived. And yet greater changes.
This is the second chapter of the 28 Days Later trilogy, and it is available to rent on Prime Video right now. Spike, the boy from the previous film, has been taken in by a satanic cult, led by a man called Sir Lord Jimmy Crystal. Rafe Fiennes makes a discovery about the Turned that changes the entire premise of the franchise, and in the final scene, Cillian Murphy appears as Jim for the first time since 2002. The film holds 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, the highest score in the franchise's entire history, and an A- cinema score, which almost never happens for a viral horror release. Audiences who saw it loved it. Most people missed it entirely. That changes now.
The whole world will cease to make sense.
I open the door of Neverland Hell.
Incredible changes.
Number 4, Day of the Dead.
Wasn't very nice, you know. That wasn't very nice at all. You can just sit there in the dark, think about what you've done. Think about it. Think.
A small group of soldiers and scientists are the last organized survivors of a world that has already ended above them. The scientists want to study the reanimated dead. The soldiers want to shoot everything. Romero's original vision for this film was enormous. He called it the Gone with the Wind of zombie films. The original script was nearly 200 pages long. The Outbreak survival film that resulted is leaner, angrier, and far more claustrophobic than anything he had made before. Bub, the Risen, who starts to remember fragments of his past life, became one of the most iconic characters in the genre's history. Number 3, Dawn of the Dead. Anna is a nurse living in a quiet Milwaukee suburb. She wakes up one morning and within 10 minutes, her neighborhood is gone. Her husband is dead. Her street is overrun by the newly turned. She gets in a car and drives until she reaches a shopping mall where a handful of strangers are doing exactly the same thing. Two of the biggest names in modern Hollywood both made their mark on the same post-apocalyptic horror film. Made on a $28 million budget, it grossed $103 million worldwide. The flesh-hungry horde runs. That one decision changed the genre permanently.
It's coming. He'll find a way in.
Oh, God.
Number 2, 28 Days Later.
Only travel during daylight, unless you got no choice.
This really is a bad idea. You know why? It's obviously a bad idea.
You have to leave now. More will be coming. They always do.
Jim is a bicycle courier. He wakes up from a coma in an empty London hospital with no idea what has happened. The halls are silent. The streets outside are completely deserted. Then he finds out why. The footage of Cillian Murphy walking alone across an empty Westminster Bridge is not a special effect. The crew simply got there at dawn and blocked traffic for a few minutes at a time. The rage virus does not reanimate the dead. It just removes everything that makes a person safe to be around.
They're dead.
Number 1, World War Z.
It's all coming back. I'm coming back.
Brad Pitt is making pancakes with his family in Philadelphia. Within 3 minutes, the city is gone. The film's opening sequence takes a functioning American morning and turns it into total collapse faster than any disaster film before or since. The original third act was so bad that Brad Pitt himself called it atrocious. The entire ending was thrown out. Damon Lindelof and Drew Goddard rewrote 60 pages in 3 weeks. 7 weeks of emergency reshoots in Budapest ballooned the budget from $125 million million to a reported $190 million.